This is man. And moving forward in this period, I am the voice of man on earth. And I, man, do utter in truth that any such silly figures that come on display with any file that I send or forward to soar are not of I, that I recognize their imbecilic nature and the fact that they do not register with anything within life. And I reject those that are doing this to my files. I do not support it. I denounce the affairs and stupidity of Masons. I denounce anything and anyone associated with or supporting the current system at hand, be it from the hand of those that are satanic, reptile, or be it from the hand or works of the current deranged form of God. This is man on earth. We will no longer tolerate the stupidity of any of you, Masons, mankind, any of you, Anu, animals. You are finished on earth, along with your satanic system. You will no longer tamper with any of my affairs, nor the affairs of sore, nor the affairs of woman, nor the affairs of child, nor will you tamper with any of the children of man from this point forward. This is man speaking, and it behooves you to listen and listen well to every word that I utter in this message, because this is a pronouncement and a judgment upon your head. I warned you in a previous message that should I be crossed, I would wreak havoc on you. We have reached that threshold, and you can consider this the beginning of the wrath of I, man, on your butt. Woman has spoken to you, and she has told you what she will do to you. Child has spoken to you and has informed you what he will do to you. Now I, man, speak to you and inform you of what I plan to do to you. Take heed to my words, because I mean every one of them, and I am aware that every word that I utter, life takes account. I will destroy you in all of your forms throughout the greater Raman. Your dwelling will be in darkness. If by some chance man decides to continue to permit you to exist, I will repeat this to you once more. Stay out of my affairs, mosquito. You are annoying, and I will smash you should you come around I again with your silly imbecilic mess. Stay away from and out of the affairs of sore. Stay away from and out of the affairs of I, man. Stay away from and out of the affairs of woman, and stay away from and out of the affairs of child. And this includes the children of man on earth. Stop tampering in our affairs. We are about the business of man on earth. This is the period where man wakes, and whatever filth you have tried to attach to or bring around myself and any of the children of man and anyone that Soar works with, it will be dealt with. You cannot trick life, nor can you deceive man, dumb thing. Get this. You, Masons, this is for you. From here forward, you will begin the process of removing our names, those of us that are with SOAR. You will remove our names from any of your contracts, your bonds, your bills, or anything that would signify or give the impression that we are under any agreement with you. We are man on earth. We don't owe you anything. Man is that which brings forth life and all that is material. Man is that which brings you forth and has given you the understanding you have to work within the material. Since you have mismanaged what you had been given and you turned around and utilized the little bit of understanding you were given about the material to steal from man, you shall have judgment pronounced on you. Your hand shall be chopped off. I want your lying tongue to be tied around your neck so that you suffocate slowly. And while we're on this note, I have taken account of this very recent stunt that you have pulled. You have been told to stop tampering. You do not own these devices. Any knowledge that you have to do anything comes from man. Stop tampering. You know, it is a sad case with you, because I know that you don't get it. And I know that you don't understand that every instance that you disobey any word that man utters, you amplify your punishment. Continue on along this path. It has been spoken to you through man. It has been spoken to you through woman. It has been spoken to you through child. And now I, man, again will confirm every insolent act you commit intensifies the storm that is coming for you. Not only do you intensify the storm, but it increases my drive and the drive of we, the children of man, to destroy you in all of your ratchet forms. You get dealt with soon. And to you, mankind, disassociate yourself from this filthy thing. Get yourselves in line. Get yourselves in order and heed the words of man from this instance forward. We will no longer accept the excuse that you didn't know. You think you know everything, so this is one thing that you should know. Man has resumed leadership on this vessel. You have been misled long enough, and you have been kept ignorant of truth long enough. It is now the period where you learn truth and begin to align yourself with it. Listen up, all of you, because this is the period on earth where you begin to align your behavior with what is right. If you think you're going to continue to dwell amongst man, get off these social media platforms spreading filth and begin to learn life. You don't know anything, so you should not be trying to teach anyone on earth anything. It is all of your talking and your misinformation that has the world in the state that it's in now. You don't have answers. You don't have solutions. So shut your faces and listen when man is speaking. And even when we are not, you should not be speaking at all unless you are uttering words that man has given you to utter. Any of you that decide that you will continue to associate with this filth, this satanic system under this deranged form of God, you will have judgment pronounced on you as well. You may be asking yourself, who am I to pronounce judgment? I am man, that's who. And when you learn what that is, you understand that when we speak or utter anything in truth, it is so. Mankind, if any of you have any sense left, this channel here is the channel that you need to be coming to so you can be taught moving into this period ahead. And while I'm here, let me make you aware of something. This is teaching, so pay attention. Life is cyclical, and every once in a while something comes around. That being the case, we that are on earth in this period have been fortunate enough to be graced with something that has not been on earth in thousands of years. And for this earth to be so ignorant and so dull and so blind that this is unrecognizable, it's a travesty. And mind you, this is with these things being constantly put in front of your faces. And just about everything in pop culture, these things are being put in front of your faces. And because you were told that it's fantasy and sci-fi, you think it's just for your entertainment. Now, this is a twofold situation where on one hand, it is sad that you have been rendered to a state where you are so dull that you have no desire to know or understand anything that's put in front of you. You allow someone else to tell you what to think about it. Secondly, those who show you these things know that you're too dumb to understand it, so they can keep dancing it and parading it around in your face, and you'll never figure it out because they know you're too dull to do so. Then you have those of we who understand these matters and begin to share these things with you. And because you're so dull and so dumb and so resistant to what is true, you think you can debate we that have knowledge, but you willingly accept any lie that these reptiles and demons tell you. This should be an indicator to all of you that you have been rendered to their state, and they even spoke these words to you in their text, that you would love lies. Ahead, Those of you who may be fortunate enough will be taught some things. The truth is, it will be very few of you, and perhaps none of your leaders will make this cut. And honestly, because all of you now contain some of what this filthy thing is within you, I'd rather you all be removed from this vessel. After you suffer, that is, and after you are enslaved, as you have done to the children of man on earth, after you have been punished perpetually, as you have done to the children of man on earth, after you have rendered the service that you owe to the children of man on earth, man deserves to see you rot. And to all you beady-eyed bastards that get a kick out of speaking to man in a fashion as if he is a black male, after it has been explained to you over and over and over, scientifically, genetically, phenotypically, that we are not the same thing, I and the young one have something special for you, and I cannot wait to administer it. And to all of you BANs with those stars on your chest and that piece of on your waist representing death, for every instance that you have ever tampered with the process of any of the children of man, you will suffer perpetually, generationally. For every man and woman that you have affected with this nonsense, every single one of you that are a part of this and associated with this on this earth will be punished perpetually. Mankind, you will be given one more warning. Step away from this nonsense. Disassociate yourself from this system of reptiles and demons, or you will be under this judgment. And to you, you dull black thing of earth that has married this slithery bastard, you have betrayed man, and you have been cursed. And even in this period, you dull black things are in service to these lizards, speaking for them and administrating their affairs, serving this devil as if it is God. That devil is not God. And to you, that which is referred to as the African American, those of a certain phenotype, you are not black people. Stop associating yourself with this term. You are Amun. This is your true name. You are man, woman, the actual human being on earth. These other types of people that you witness around you are all byproducts of life. These are brought forth from that which you are from. Stick around, because in this period, you're going to begin to learn your truth. This is the period where you wake on earth, man. This is the period where you wake on earth, woman. This is the period where we reinstate ourselves on our vessel. Let's get to it. Let's get about our business and be about the affairs of man. As we move ahead on this channel, we will be providing communication and instructions as it pertains to the reordering and restructuring of life on earth for the leadership and rulership of man on earth. You, children of man, you that refer to yourselves as the African American, you that are of a specific phenotype, this restructuring and reordering pertains specifically to you. Make it your business and make it your priority to stay tuned. There is nothing more important in this period than for you to begin to learn your truth and to begin to reacclimate yourself to your truth. This filthy thing has worked hard to keep you distracted so you would not be ready for this period. It has worked to render you to the state of that dull black being of earth. Snap out of it. You are the children of man. Wake and stop playing games with these dull, dumb things on earth. I am the voice of man on earth in this period, a pupil of SOAR, GMT, Akan, the truth of Amun. This has been man.